If you want to know you're getting the best, you look to the best. So when it comes to choosing insurance, we think you'll find many independent agents who work with a variety of carriers trust Cincinnati Insurance for their own coverage. Because after you've weighed all the options, there is no other option. The Cincinnati Insurance Companies. Everything insurance should be.
When you shop at the PGA Tour Superstore, you can be confident that every club, driver, wedge, putter, and shoe has been tested and played in the real world by our associates. They eat, sleep, and breathe golf, just like you, willing to do anything to improve. Now's the best time to enhance your game at our Performance Studios, a tour-level experience with TrackMan technology. Here, a better game is just a fitting away. So don't wait. Schedule your fitting today at one of our PGA Tour Superstore studios or at pgatoursuperstore.com/book.
Hey y'all, Darius Rucker here. You know, a lot of people ask me, what inspires your music? And one of the big things is a strong sense of place. That's why I love my home state of South Carolina and want to share the awesome things it has to offer. From the beautiful mountains down to the sunny coast, it's got it all. Not to mention two of my personal favorites, great golf and amazing food. Come see why I love this place. Visit discoversouthcarolina.com.
Hi, drivers. Nick Hobbs here, JB Hunt's Chief Operating Officer. Did you know our vision at JB Hunt is to create the most efficient transportation network in North America? As we work towards that vision, we know it's our incredible drivers who help us deliver on our promises. And we know that having a fleet of great drivers means providing them with the best possible driving jobs. Join a team that knows driver success is company success. Visit drivejbhunt.com. That's drivejbhunt.com.
AT&T Stadium, that's where the U.S. played their first match at this Copa America, a 2-0 win over Bolivia. Tonight, it's Venezuela facing Canada in the quarterfinals. Kickoff in about 15 minutes. Kyle Larin getting the start up front for the Maple Leafs, the veteran striker, yet to find the back of the net at this Copa, hoping to add to his 29 international goals tonight. Our Players to Watch is sponsored by Lowe's. Alphonso Davies' contract with Bayern Munich, it expires next summer, and he has been heavily associated with the move, maybe as soon as this summer, to Real Madrid. Yes, the La Liga and Champions League winners want him for good reason.
Because Alphonso Davies is the world-class talent. You don't get linked with a team like Real Madrid unless you are at the top when it comes to footballing. And this man, whether he's playing a left back or a left winger, he's an elite player. And for this Canadian side, Jesse Marsch has come in and put the armband on him. So now there's more responsibility on him to deliver in the biggest moments, to showcase himself as not only a leader, but the key difference maker for his Canadian team, for a team that's ambitious in this tournament. And if they're going to have success tonight, it's going to involve Alphonso Davies getting up and down that left flank, creating chances, and putting balls into the final third.
Also, if they want to have success, it's going to involve scoring goals. And a player that shows that can do that is Jonathan David. He has 27 goals already for his country. He's the only one to score thus far in Copa America. And if they're going to have a chance tonight of creating, I think he's probably going to be one of the guys that gets on the end of things.
And I mentioned Solomon Rondon and how important he is to La Vino Tinto here. And in this new generation of Venezuela, he is a link to the past. And if anybody appreciates where this team is right now, it's him. Not just because of his goals, but how many times he has played for this team. 106 appearances. So he's seen the bad times, and these are the good times, and he is a part of what the good times are bringing.
For sure, and they are on track to qualify for the next World Cup as things stand right now. So both Venezuela and Canada hoping to emerge as this summer's Cinderella team, but only one of them can move on to the semifinals today. Walkouts, anthems from Dallas after the break.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yacht Soul. A new Sirius XM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove. Just the two of us. And all this week, smooth soul legend George Benson is your host. Turn your love around. Soulful and funky. Yacht Soul, year-round in the Sirius XM app and docked for a limited time at Channel 105 on most radios.
There's a secret to Mass Mutual success that's not so secret. We earn and keep trust. We build and maintain financial strength and stability. We deliver solutions that meet complex needs. We do right by our customers, our clients, and our policyholders always. And we've done it day in and day out for over 170 years. Mass Mutual, partnering with financial professionals, benefits brokers, and institutions.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe it's less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering the magic in life. At Edward Jones, our dedicated financial advisors are the people you can count on for financial strategies that help support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Learn more about our comprehensive approach to planning at edwardjones.com/findyourrich. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
As the U.S. Open returns to Pinehurst Resort and Donald Ross's masterpiece, Pinehurst No. 2, there's never been a better time to visit and test your game at the cradle of American golf. Pinehurst Resort is home to 10 championship golf courses, including its newest, Tom Doak's rugged and breathtaking design of Pinehurst No. 10. With 4 historic hotels, Pinehurst blends the charms of yesteryear with the very best in golf today. Visit pinehurst.com now to plan your stay.
Power. Comfort.
The all-new 2024 Squares. The patented toe box helps give you more balance, stability and energy transfer, giving you better performance. And these great-looking new Squares are lighter and more comfortable. Go to squares.com. Save $20 now with code SXM. Squares, the best golf shoes I've ever worn.
The newest research, the latest prescriptions, vaccines, and treatments, and how to get the care you need for yourself and for your family. Dr. Radio, with specialists in everything from cardiology, oncology, and men's and women's health, to psychology, the ER, and more. Dr. Radio has the world's top doctors on call for you. Channel 110.
The dream has changed. It's no longer simply surviving, but now own the moment. Goal! In their first ever Copa, Canada fought their way to the knockout round.
One of the biggest results in Canadian men's soccer history.
In their way, Venezuela, eager to prove their dominant start is no fluke.
Golazo Venezuela! What a save!
It's win or go home. As 2 underdogs battle to inspire their countries, Canada, Venezuela, at the 2024 Copa America.
We're closing in on kickoff from the AT&T Stadium in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Arlington, Texas, the site for Venezuela and Canada as they're about to meet in the second quarterfinal at this Copa America. The winner gets Argentina Tuesday in the semifinals up in New Jersey. Canada, they open up this tournament with a 2-0 loss to Argentina. Beat 10-man Peru 1-0. Drew with 10-man Chile 0-0 to get there. Yes, they've had a lot of man advantage through this tournament, Clint. They've played a man up twice for a total of 94 minutes, yet only 1 goal scored in this tournament. How do they find offense tonight?
I think I would like to see more from Alphonso Davies. You know, he's only 23 years old. He's already has 15 goals. Normally just plays left back and deals with people 1v1 defensively. But I'd like to see him get forward more and create chances for himself and for his teammates. I think he can be more threatening, and we just haven't seen that thus far in this tournament. And try to find Kyle Larin and Jonathan David more.
I mean, there's a great opportunity on hand here for both of these teams, let's be honest, like we talked in the pregame. But if you had gone to Jesse Marsh, the American head coach of Canada, and said before this tournament, I'll give you an opportunity to play Venezuela, for the opportunity to go to the semifinals of the Copa America, he would have bit your hand off. Well, here it is. Here's that opportunity.
Marsh saying the other day, we are not satisfied. This group is not satisfied. We are going for more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Venezuela. Damas y caballeros, por el himno nacional de Venezuela. and gentlemen, your attention, please. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Canada. Nos mantenemos de pie para
It's their second ever Copa semifinal. Kickoff next.
I'm so excited. I'm finally here in the city.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel.
Because you had to be a big shot.
His songs, his stories.
There were these two Italian guys that owned this recording studio. Wow, they had a piano, they had microphones, and I was really impressed. I wanted to know what everything was. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do?
The Billy Joel Channel, happening now for a limited time. Sirius XM Channel 79 and the Sirius XM app.
Well, hello, spring. Window World, America's exterior remodeler, is here with beautiful home transformations that win compliments from your neighbors, the birds, and even the bees. Our windows, doors, and siding have won the Good Housekeeping seal and tens of thousands of 5-star reviews, like this from Eric in North Carolina, who said, "Great experience, really added value and curb appeal to my home." That's a win. That's Window World. Call 1-800-WINDOW-WORLD for your free quote.
Tonight, from Arlington, Texas, the knockout stage continues with a quarterfinal matchup between Venezuela and Canada. Alongside Kobe Jones, I'm JP Della Camera. Let's look at the starting 11 first for Venezuela.
Well, for this Venezuelan side, you're going to have a 4-3-3 formation. Romo in goal. And then in the back four, you have Osorio and Ferresi in the center backs. They're going to have to hold everything down. Expect Navarro to really get up on that left-hand side. Herrera and Martinez, they're the ones in the middle. But really, it's going to be about Soteldo on that left side. And then, of course, Rondon, the gladiator, up top to see if he can find a way to put the ball in the back of the net. And, of course, Bayo, he's been fantastic as a creator. Now, for Canada, they're going to be in this 4-2-3-1 formation. And it's all about, you know, Alphonso Davies, number 19. He will at times take up that whole flank. So everyone in front of him could shift in and help in that midfield, helping out those two players, Osorio and Eustaquio. And then Schaffelberg coming into the side, once again getting the start. And he's a powerful runner that likes to get behind that back line. And then, of course, we have Kyle Larin, Jonathan David. How can they combine the two strikers to find a way to put the ball in the net?
Neither of these teams were expected to get to the knockout stage yet. Both are here. It's probably a matchup, Kobe, that both feel that they can win.
Well, that's exactly it. It was said in studio beforehand, if this was a matchup that you had, do you think you could win it? I think both coaches would say, yes, we're going to go for it. Has the makings of two teams that will have an offensive push. And thus, JP, you know, could be an exciting match.
All right. We'll hold you to it. Canada in white for this game. Venezuela are in red. Larin and David are over the ball. Really their two best offensive players. You put Alphonso Davies in there as well, but he's the left back, but he can go forward. Match referee Wilton Sampaio from Brazil. We await his whistle as the countdown has begun. Underway from Arlington with Canada on the ball. Schaffelberg knocked out, immediately out of play. Seconds into the game. Venezuela will push it towards the back. Rafael Romo, he's been good in goal. Same with his counterpart, Crepeau at the other end. Osorio. Romo. This is Osorio, who's been wearing that face shield after an injury in an earlier training session. Knocked out by Canada. Throw in for Venezuela. Offensively, they've been good under Fernando Batista, scoring 6 goals in the group stage. Only Uruguay, with 9, scored more.
And that's saying something about this Venezuelan side. They have a willingness to get forward and to get into that attack, committing numbers to try to put the ball in the back of the net. And, you know, there's been a lot of talk. You hear it constantly. oh, well, it's Venezuela, it's Venezuela. This is a team that is playing fantastic. You know, one of 3 teams in this whole tournament that won, not tied, but won every game through the group stage.
First time they had ever done that in their Copa history. Played long by Canada. Romo, that was risky at the edge of the box as he headed it out.
Yeah, but a little bit of a look at that long ball, trying to find Schaffelberg just going up that left flank.
Osorio plays it far side, pushed all the way back inside the circle. Canada will play it to Johnston. 14 players on Canada's roster play in Major League Soccer. An incredibly high number for one nation. The ball out for a goal kick. Jesse Marsch, head coach, only took over in May, so it's amazing, Kobe, what he's done so far. In the schedule he faced, they played the Netherlands first in a friendly, then France, and opened up group play with Argentina.
That's not a bad first 3, right?
That's tough.
But I think, you know, having played against Jesse Marsch and knowing his personality, I think he likes that. I think he would want something like that to really see how his players can manage those games, to really test them.
Pushed forward by Martinez. Rondon after it. Separates himself. Took the shot. Saved by Crepeau. It's loose, but he got it in the end. Rondon's definitely the player to watch. He's their captain, their best goal scorer. But he was off.
Yeah, it looks like he was in an offside position where there's a little bit of a deflection there. But look what he does here. Just bodies off one defender. Gets the shot off. Not sure. This will give us a look to see if this was on target or going wide. But I'll tell you, Crepeau cannot take the chance. He has to make that save.
Leads the tournament in saves thus far. Made 6 in the opening game against Argentina. A 2-0 loss. Knocked away by Venezuela back in the Canadian half as it stayed in play. Eustachio. Bombito. Johnston tries the long ball. Nobody close to it. Larrea was about 10 yards or more away from it. Throwing for Navarro for Venezuela.
Yeah, Canada looks to be trying to go over the top, testing the back line of Venezuela. As I mentioned, Venezuela will commit numbers forward. So how do you counter that? Can you put the ball over the top? Can you get your players with pace behind and have that back line of Venezuela turn and facing their own goal?
Eustachio back to Crepeau, who plays for Portland now in Major League Soccer. Off target on the pass. Soteldo lost it there. Halfway line area, and Canada lost it out. Off David. The flick towards Soteldo. Johnson goes back to Crepeau. Both of these teams have been very good in this tournament defensively. The difference between these two teams in the group stage has been offense. Venezuela has been scoring. Canada with just the 1 goal.
And I'm sure that's one area that Jesse Marsch is probably addressed and trying to figure that this is a game that he can turn that around and get some of his strikers on the board, some of his midfielders on the board, and gain confidence.
Eustachio's pass blocked. Canada staying onside. Schaffelberg went down to the box. Appeals for a penalty from players and coaching.
Yeah, Jesse Marsch obviously not happy with this one. He's going to be hoping for someone to look at it.
Rondon was after it. Slide tackle will clear that ball out. Canadian players still chatting with the referee.
Well, there's a tug. There's a definite tug there. Schaffelberg maybe goes down a little bit easy, but it looks like it was in the box too.
We do have VAR. Rodolfo Toschi from Brazil is the VAR, but we play on. Comes back to Romo.
And I think the call off of that was just going down a little bit too easy by Schaffelberg.
Navarro. Johnston for Canada. Eustachio up the middle. Is denied. Cáceres goes back towards goal. Romo off the right foot. 10 for Rondon. Johnston got that. And he also got a piece of Soteldo, who gets called for the foul.
Both teams, a willingness to press high. So you're going to see the strikers getting up on those defenders as soon as possible. Picking and choosing the moments, of course. But that's going to leave a lot of space and a lot of area to attack into.
Only met twice before. Both games were draws. First meeting in Copa. And have not played in quite some time against one another. Headed forward. Laren and David were trying to make something happen up top. Eustachio says he didn't really commit a serious foul against Herrera.
So yeah, that's a clip. He's definitely going to get the call here from Eustachio coming in.
Ball deflects out. Throw-in coming up. Venezuela and Canada scoreless here. 8th minute. The winner of this game will face Argentina Tuesday in a semifinal in New Jersey. If it's Canada, it will be a rematch of game 1 of the group stage. Osorio. Navarro. Up the wing. Soteldo. Forced back by Johnston. Good pressure from Alistair Johnston. Jordan Osorio will push it to the right side. Paradese. Osorio. Soteldo. Larrea pushes it back. Good move by Soteldo. Stayed with it. Long from Osorio. Denied. Ball is taken away. Bayo on the right. The sub in the first game. Now you can't get him out of the lineup. Ball out for a throw-in for Venezuela.
It's amazing what a good game will do for you. And Bayo, had that great first game, getting a goal and an assist. So he has been in the lineup, and I'll tell you, he'll be a danger. He's the one that Venezuela wants to get on the ball. So you could probably see a little bit of a heavy play down the right flank where Bayo is for Venezuela.
Off the throw-in, the flick for Bayo. Thought that ball was out, and it was. Goal kick for Crépeau. Venezuela and Canada in this knockout stage. Canada joining Panama as the only CONCACAF teams left, with the USA and Mexico exiting early. Mexico was in Venezuela's group. Venezuela beat them with a penalty kick converted by Rondon. Cáceres taken away. Canada moving towards goal. Well, intended for David. Osorio. 75th cap the other night against Chile. He has the most caps on this Canadian roster. Johnston. The pace of this game has been good, like you thought it would be.
Yeah, it's been very good from box to box. It's that final third is where we've seen Canada has struggled getting shots off.
Hard challenge from Johnston. Plays now with Celtic after playing with a couple of teams in MLS. Play stop for that injury.
JP, we've seen Alistair Johnston for quite some time now, and this is this is synonymous with Johnston, where he likes to go in strong and has heavy tackles, getting a little bit of a talking to, I think, a bit after the fact from the referee, a little bit late.
10 minutes gone, opening half. Zeros on the board. Venezuela and Canada as Navarro is ready for this throw-in. Miguel Navarro, long throw-in, flick towards Soteldo. Cornelius up the middle. Nice flick there, and the touch. David in a space. Laren's on the run. Keeper out to make the save. Net's empty. Long shot. Blocked. It's loose. Laren blocked as well. Canada unlucky not to get a goal there, but there is a appeal for a handball.
Oh my Lord, this had a little bit of everything happening. This is a fantastic ball played through. Tries to do the touchdown. Then a first time shot that just gets blocked.
They were saying the goalkeeper touched it with his hand outside the box. I didn't think he did. Not outside anyway, but there might have been appeals for handball inside.
Looks like they're not getting anything out of that one. But what a great little series there from Canada.
Johnston, long throw into the box. Punched out, stays in there with Osorio. The whistle blows to stop play. Venezuela will put it back into play.
Here's the look, just trying from Laren, trying to knock that ball around the keeper. It comes back out. David tries to get it in first time. Here's the touch. No handball there. And here comes the shot. Nothing.
Nope.
It's a good look. Good look for Canada. Best chance of the night so far.
That ball was out. Canada will have a throw in. They get it in. David with the only goal of the tournament. David in front. Goal for Canada! Schaffelberg, 1-0.
Well, this is what we mentioned, the danger of Schaffelberg and what he gives. It's not only getting beyond that back line, but he will continue. He will continue to work. He will continue to run. And from that left wing position, he finds himself on the right side of the goal, at the right place, at the right time, and getting the goal for Canada.
And he held up Tayshaun Buchanan's jersey. That was the plan for when they scored. Poor Buchanan suffering the broken leg in training earlier in the week.
I always feel such a nice touch for a team to recognize a player that gets injured, before or during. Just knowing that you are still part of the squad, you're still part of the team.
Oh, David leads it, gets it back, and it's just behind him. Lorea, that's deflected out. Canada are on the front foot here with a 1-0 lead. They were threatening for a second. So, for the first time since the first game of the group stage, Venezuela is trailing. They gave up a goal to Ecuador and haven't trailed since. David. Schaffelberg upfield, intended for Laren. Foul was given there, free kick, Canada.
And let's see how Venezuela reacts, because though they are trailing.
It's Alejandro Dominguez, CONMEBOL's president. He's been at every game that we've seen.
It's not a bad job to have.
No.
Just go to game to game to game. But getting back to Venezuela, they were trailing versus Ecuador. But Ecuador also received a red card, so they were able to get in a good space and a good process to come back and win that game. How do they adjust here? Even numbers still. And Canada just seems to be playing extremely well.
Canada have 3 shots in this game, all on target. Venezuela still looking for their first. Bombito up the wing. Soteldo, the cross, headed wide. On the head of Rondon, normally that's money.
Well, if you're Venezuela, this is exactly who you want receiving the ball in the box. Soteldo does a great job of picking this up. It's a poor clearance coming from Bombito, and watch this ball. This is perfect right on the head, but just isn't able to redirect this one on target and just puts it right back where it came from, but beyond that post.
Cáceres for Venezuela up the middle. Herrera blocked. Canada taking over. Cornelius pass. And that goes out. Throwing for Venezuela. Canada's back line has been consistent. Back four and the goalkeeper have started every game thus far. Got that consistency and that chemistry on the back line. Soteldo. Nice ball. That was slick. Cut off. Canada gives it up too easily there. Soteldo blocked. Rolls out. Jesse Marsh will pick it up on the sideline. He's got to be pleased with his team's start, even if they didn't have the goal, just the tempo, the way they played.
Yeah, and for those that don't know, this tempo is very much is how we've seen the Jesse Marsh's club teams play over the years. A high tempo, a high pace on the defensive and the offensive side.
Rondon for Venezuela, striking it wide. In the 18th minute, Canada still leads by a 1-0 scoreline. Goal scored by Schaffelberg in the 13th minute. His second international goal. Crepeau puts it back. Way upfield. Wanted Laren. Knocked away. Martinez gives it right back to Crepeau. Eustachio for Canada. Cornelius. Canada slowing it down a little bit here. The pressure here, though, from Venezuela as they try to win it. Federici. Sent wide, too far wide of Soteldo.
Now that is very interesting, where you see Fernando Batista basically telling his team, settle down, slow it down, slow it down. This is what happens when you play against a team that is high pace and high press. All of a sudden, you can get caught up in that you're going just as fast. And to try to keep up with the Jesse Marsh side like that, it's extremely difficult.
To the feet of Romo. Osorio into the middle. Cáceres. Former Red Bull pushes it wide on that right side. Aramburo. Bale. Big switch. Soteldo has to wait for it. Against Johnston. Johnston's been strong on this right side. Going for Novato. 20th minute. Novato trying to get around. Can't. It's Osorio who moves it upfield. Osorio on the other side. Martinez. Aramburo. Bale. Coming around for Venezuela. All the way back. Hernan Osorio. Novato. Cáceres goes to the opposite side. Federici. Aramburo. Aramburo's cross. Wide. Crepeau came out and didn't get it. It's a corner for Soteldo.
Well, the chances are coming. A little bit of a settling down and keeping possession by Venezuela gives them a great opportunity. I believe it was Herrera that was coming in that just missed that one.
First corner, they go short. Soteldo. Bale drives it in the middle. Headed over. And then back towards Rondon. Save Crepeau.
Venezuela really starting to play themselves into this game. Just keeping the ball a little bit more, winning the first balls off of the set pieces.
21st minute, Canada leading Venezuela in this quarterfinal matchup from Arlington. Throwing for the Canadians. 1-1-1 was their record in the group stage. Moving up with Argentina first, which is always going to be a tough one. Another Canadian throw-in. Canada's had the edge here in the possession stat. They've not been dominant, certainly, in that area, or in shots, for that matter, throughout this tournament. And all the way back to goal. Tomorrow in FS1, the Copa America quarterfinals conclude with Colombia versus Panama, followed by Uruguay against Brazil. Coverage starts 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on FS1. Colombia looked good the other night in that game against Brazil. Brazil will be missing Vinny Jr. with suspension. That's a great matchup there.
Yeah, that's going to be a fantastic matchup. Brazil, Uruguay.
Johnston moving it right. Push on the sideline. David tried to keep it in, then holds back. Soteldo on the left. The cross. It's a wild cross, not close to anyone. Jose Martinez on the back heel to keep it in play, but he's not near a teammate. Eustaquio.
It's got to be a better cross from Soteldo.
Yeah. That was a decent ball, but Osorio couldn't bring it down. Venezuela looking for something here. Soteldo fires way up and over.
Starting to see Soteldo start to be a bit more active within this match. You take a look at this cross that comes in. That is your chance. It does. It's Alistair Johnston that just knocks that one, just gets ahead of Herrera. But how dangerous this whipping in the crosses. It seems like flank play for Venezuela is looking dangerous. They're able to get around and get those crosses in, but so far no one's been able to get a clean header on target for Venezuela.
Sent the other way, all the way back. Alphonso Davies at 23, he is Canada's captain now. Their most talented player wherever he plays, actually. Right now it's left back. Alistair Johnston. Down the wing. Laren. Larea cutting it back. Schaffelberg again. Shot taken, was just wide.
What a save. What a touch by Romo as Schaffelberg once again coming in late. Is able to pick this one up. This is a nice little touch. Larea seems to be in an onside position there. Pulls this one back. Schaffelberg sneaking in from the left. That first touch is brilliant because it puts him right beyond the defender and has that ability to get the shot off. It's that little touch. Maybe a thumb that keeps that out of the net.
Otherwise it's 2-0. And both goals were in by Schaffelberg, who had one coming into this game. Eustaquio's corner. Drives it. Oh, Davies had the left leg ready to go. Jose Martinez. The ball apparently still in play. Didn't go out completely. Crepeau. All the way to his right side. That goes out of play. Venezuela with the Navarro throw in. Soteldo a step behind Johnston. Johnston stayed right with him. It's still going to be a corner kick, but he did well not to let Soteldo get by him.
What a battle that we have going on that left wing. Soteldo versus Johnston. Soteldo versus everyone. He's been so dangerous on the left side.
They went short with their first corner. Soteldo is ready on their second. Across the way, Crepeau got a fist to it or two. Still loose in the box, headed away by Cornelius. 2 players were down, 1 on each side. Davies gets away. Nice ball ahead. Schaffelberg on the run. David joins. David in the box. Shot wide from Canada. Jesse Marsh is applauding, but he knows that's close to a 2-0 lead.
This has to be a goal. There's no excuse for this one. Look at this breakout They have caught Venezuela pushing too many numbers forward. Schaffelberg does a great job, gets his head up, finds David, and too casual off of that one. He almost traps this one almost to a dead stop. He's got to pull that in, keep the pace going one way or the other, because as soon as he slows it down, keeper's out, closes down the angle, and then the shot goes wide.
The pass from Davies was spectacular to lead to the Schaffelberg break. For anyone that's watched Canada in the previous 3 games, this is by far, forget the score, this is by far the best they've looked offensively.
Yeah, this isn't what you're expecting. Everyone's talking about it, a Canadian side that is having difficulty putting the ball in the net and difficulty having shots on goal. Well, they're definitely going for it on the day.
Off Rondon for Bayo. Cornelius muscled him off the ball. Davies. Eustachio left it there. Cornelius fights. Referee's allowing play to continue, and finally the flag goes up from the assistant referee as Jose Martinez is the player down.
Well, if you haven't guessed yet, it's probably a heavy Venezuelan crowd at the stadium.
For sure.
A lot of maroon in the stands.
Bayo is over the ball for this free kick.
That's Herrera at that back post.
And the whistle, Bayo's ready. Puts one up for grabs, headed down by Cornelius. The pickup, though, by Navarro. Right back in. Headed up once, second ball. Canada forced to it. That was Laren, lost it to Herrera, and that goes out. Both teams look dangerous right now.
Yeah, both teams are creating chances. I'd say Venezuela always on this left side. They've been dangerous coming down and off of some of these set pieces. You see Crepeau kind of gets lost, get caught in no man's land as he takes a couple of steps out there. And then Laren's just got to do better with that. You know, I think off of that whole play is mistake after mistake after mistake. Not even put it with Herrera. You know, you've got to hold on to that ball. You got to connect or have a better shot.
Canada went long distance. Schaffelberg chases. Jose Martinez is after it. Aramburu. Right back to Rafael Romo in goal. Romo spent part of 2022 with DC United. He's played for many clubs in goal. Knocked out by Bombito. He's become a regular with the Colorado Rapids of Major League Soccer. Navarro. Osorio. Canada's had more shots on target in this game than Venezuela's had. Down the wing. Lead pass is going to be cut off. Cut off again by Johnston. Laren tried to get it, so did David. David's on the ball. Sorio. Pushed wide, left sideline. Schaffelberg's cross. David was in there. Larea settles. In front, just missed the foot of Laren.
Chance after chance after chance off of that whole series. I am not sure how that goes as a miss at the end, but that's a great ball by Schaffelberg, put in the box. And look at this at Laren. I'm not sure if he's shooting this one or trying to put this back across the face of the goal. But either way, it's a great chance. I mean, Laren has such a good look at this one. It looks like he gets caught on the wrong foot, leaning the wrong way, and isn't able to get his foot on it.
Inside the circle. Picked up by Osorio. Navarro. Oh, Soteldo with a slick move to get free, somewhat on the left side. And then Johnston came back, knocked it out, but good recovery by Alistair Johnston.
Yeah, and that's just a good defensive play by Johnston. He does jump it, gets beat, but just his recovery, excellent to see that one out, even though it is for a corner.
Third corner from Venezuela. Soteldo's been involved in them all. He'll drive it near post. That goes out. Canada have a player down. This play is stopped in the 32nd minute. Canadians leading on a Schaffelberg goal that came in the 13th minute. It's Laren, who's just now trying to get up. Dawn, one of the targets here, has had some looks. The corner, this time Bayo to take it. He'll drive it towards the middle. Diving header clearance. Comes all the way back out. Navarro. Dead center. Pulling it back. Forced to go back. Romo. Off the right foot. Long. And neither Johnston nor Soteldo could get to that ball. 33rd minute. Canada with a 1-0 lead over Venezuela. Eustachio. A nudge there. Ruled shoulder to shoulder. Schaffelberg is still feeling it. Still down. Soteldo slipping it through, and then he can't get by Johnston, but now the foul is given. Meanwhile, Schaffelberg was still down.
So just the shove comes in there. Oh yeah, just goes a little awkwardly. Schaffelberg goes to ground. And you never want to see that, grabbing the knee. And I'm sure Jesse Marsh is hoping that Schaffelberg can continue on, because he has been the biggest threat for Canada within this match.
And even before he scored the goal, the energy, the runs on that left side.
The runs on the left side, the goal that he scores, the ball that he puts into David, it's been excellent from Schaffelberg. We talked about it beforehand. He's a very powerful runner that could go once, twice, 10 times, and he will not stop. He's relentless at that wing position.
35th minute. Canada leading by a 1-0 score, thanks to Schaffelberg's goal. And he's up under his own power and walking towards the sideline. It has been a good first half thus far for Canada. Can they continue on here? Can they take this lead into the locker room at halftime? We're a long way from the end of the first half. The referee's going to make Venezuela take this over. Schaffelberg allowed back onto the field or not? When he thought he was, he's going to get booked. I was wondering why he went back on the way he did right before the free kick. I thought that was a little bit odd. I think he misread the signal from the assistant referee, if I had to guess.
Yeah, and Schaffelberg was pointing at the assistant referee.
Because there's no way he does that on purpose. He knows it's a yellow.
Yeah. And
rules analyst Dr. Joe Macknick, what did you see there?
Well, we all know that you can't come onto the field after an injury until you're beckoned by the referee and play has been resumed. That was not the case here. The play had not been resumed, and he came on, and therefore entering the field illegally is a yellow card.
So he's got a goal tonight, Kobe, and he's got a yellow card. Fortunately, he wasn't injured on that last play. At least we don't think he was, because he's back out there. It'll be a goal kick for Crépeau when play resumes. Ball pushed up on the left side. Euro 24 quarterfinals finish tomorrow. Another doubleheader. England, Switzerland, followed by the Netherlands versus Turkey. Coverage begins 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific on Fox after a wild day of Euros today. Spain's moving on. France on penalties. Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal make an exit.
Just gotta love these just full days of soccer.
Osorio. Navarro. Defended well there by Jonathan Osorio. Then Herrera bumps in at Cáceres. Soteldo tried to come back. David with a pick, but then he gave it away. Varese. Aramburu for Venezuela. 38th minute. Venezuela down by a goal. Osorio. Navarro. Cáceres. This time they go wide, and it's overhit. Throw in Canada.
For Venezuela, just too many mistakes on the simple passes. If they want to get more chances, they've got to do a little bit better. Like that ball going out wide, it's got to be to the player's feet. You have no pressure on you. You've got to be able to get that into a decent area.
Johnston sends that one ahead. Cáceres. Martinez, that's blocked as well. David bumped, trying to recover it. And now the whistle. Free kick. Venezuela. Varese for Bale. The run made by Aramburu. Defended well by Canada. It's going to be a goal kick.
Well, JP, I'll tell you, the pace has not gone down a level at all. They are still continuously going both sides. It's a little bit of what we said, an expectation that this game was going to be two teams that felt that they could get the victory and that they would be going for it.
Over the top towards Rondon. Too close to Crépeau. Possession is even in this game. Think about how many good chances, though, the Canadians have had. They could have a much bigger lead than they have right now.
Yeah, you would think the way that it's gone, 2, maybe 3, would have been a fair score line, but they weren't able to finish it off, and thus Venezuela is still well into this game.
Schaffelberg's goal still the difference. 40th minute. A nudge there as that ball is ahead for Herrera into space. Crépeau is way out of goal. Well, the longer he fooled around with that ball there, the riskier it was. But he came out early, saw it coming.
I'm sure that's probably something Jesse Marsh does not want to see from his goalkeeper being that far out. And then holding the ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get rid of it. If you're out that far, you don't want to be playing with that ball. Romo. Osorio. Noise level is great at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A pro-Venezuelan crowd. Soteldo. Romo. Varese with the long ball. Rondon flicks it. Run made by Navarro, but it's cleared. Ball coming back down to Soteldo. Player down for Canada in the box. Looks like Johnston is just now getting up. No, he's not getting up. He tried to. Soteldo with a run. Slows it down. The cross headed away. Settled by Martinez. Johnson back up and limping. Taken away. Jonathan David on the move. 2 against 3 at the moment. David is picking up speed as he goes until that nudge. He's not happy with that call. Neither was Jesse Marsh. Johnston is still struggling. This is unfortunate for Canada if he's seriously injured.
Yeah, you do not want to have a situation where probably one of your lockdown outside backs is in dire straits. Not exactly sure what's going on when no one's coming out to check on him.
Crepeau is saying he's seriously down. He can't get up. Looked like the referee was going to let them take the free kick. He's coming over. Wilton Sampaio, an experienced referee. He had the Peru-Chile game in this group stage where he had 4 yellow cards and 37 fouls that he called. Here's another look at Rondon.
Well, this is where there's just a pile of bodies just crashing into each other. Everyone's sacrificing going after that ball. Oh, yeah, there's contact. Looks like Herrera and Johnston. Oh, yeah, maybe like a knee-to-knee.
When all is said and done, Johnston is walking to the sideline. So right now, Canada is a man down. It'll be a free kick, though, for Canada, so I'm not sure why Jonathan David was upset.
The only thing I could think is that maybe he was wanting a card, a yellow card.
That would have been harsh, I thought. Davies, free kick, headed away. Jonathan Osorio is after it. Right by the corner flag. Venezuela kept it in, but it's turned over. That's cleared out as well. Eustachio. Canada keeping it. Davies still upfield after that free kick. Drops it back. Eustachio. Going wide. Schavelberg with the touch. Taken out. Referee's got a good look. Says it was a clean tackle. Johnston is back on the field for Canada, chasing this ball down. Larea knocked away by Venezuela out of play, and Rondon and Larea face to face.
Now we're starting to get the chippiness. a little bit of this energy. And going back to this play with Schavelberg, I love that first touch that is coming. Great tackle. Great tackle by Eremburu, but the first touch from Schavelberg, it puts it beyond the defender, forces the defender to turn and face his own goal. So it does have to be an excellent tackle from Eremburu to stop that one.
Headed up by Osorio. Schavelberg got it towards goal. Waiting on a signal for stoppage time. Could be a decent number. Soteldo. Ferreira. Jonathan Osorio, but play is stopped. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Minimum of 4. And then the first to 4.
I'm amazed that it's halftime already. This game has gone so quickly, JP. Feels like it's like 15-20 minutes in.
Rob Stone, Moadu, Clint Dempsey, Alexi Lala standing by as they get busy for halftime, which is minutes away. Soteldo and Bale over the ball. Navarro is deep. It's about 26, 27 yards away. Bale left it for Novato, and now it's Soteldo. Nice cutting ball. Novato trying to square it. That's blocked. Stacchio, left-footed clearance, headed back into Canadian territory. They try to break. It's blocked. Now the long ball. Schaffelberg. Nice touch initially. And then the foul. As he fouls Aramburu.
Schaffelberg's just being a continuous threat on that left flank. Even when he doesn't get the ball, he's looking to shift out there so that long ball can come to him quickly and get matched up 1v1.
Headed by Johnston. Stacchio just puts it into the Venezuelan half. Romo well out of goal with his strike. Towards Rondon. Headed down by Johnston. Soteldo so quick on these turns. Knocked away. Johnston stayed with him. Jose Martinez. Bale leaning. Play on, says the referee. And now Stacchio takes off to the left sideline. Canada trying to hold the play with David. So Davies, toe poking it ahead. Schaffelberg. They try to get numbers forward. He got taken down by Jose Martinez. Play continues. A lot is being let go, shall we say.
Because that one looked like it could have been a foul. Easily called a foul there, JP.
Yeah. Cornelius. No room in that sideline. Davies tried to make some room, but he fouls.
Well, if that's called a push,
yeah,
I'm not exactly sure what the other one's called.
It's okay if it's called the same, both sides. It's an 8th foul on Canada. Headed forward towards Bale. Leaves it, Soteldo. It's slightly deflected. Otherwise, that would have been a much better opportunity.
This is the just little quick restart from Canada where we find the goal from Schaffelberg where he just sneaks in from that left side, and celebration from Jesse Marsh.
And the salute to Tayshaun Buchanan, the injured Canadian star attacking player who's watching as a Canadian fan now. That's all that he can do. Tough break for the young player. Johnston's pass ahead. Aramburu. Look at Schaffelberg. Davies slowed down, taken away. Long ball the other way, blocked by Bombito. Venezuela back on it. Rondon leaves it. Left side, Soteldo. Cutting on Johnston. No foul. Referee's looking right at it. That was his decision. And now he's blown play for the half. Interesting first half. Plenty of intensity, plenty of energy for both of these sides. The only goal, Schaffelberg in the 13th minute. It's his second international goal. So, Rob, two teams that didn't expect to be here. The Canadians right now are leading.
The Copa America 2024 halftime show on FS1 is presented by BMW. Rob Stone back in studio with you. Yes, JP, that was a fun 45 minutes. And Canada, here they are, halfway towards booking a rematch and a semifinal date with Lionel Messi in Argentina. Coming up, we're going to dissect their goal. We're going to get you ready for tomorrow's 2 Copa America quarterfinal games. Plus, we'll show you why the wait was worth it for both France and Spain at the Euros.
Embrace the power and speed of the NTT IndyCar Series on SiriusXM.
Joseph Newgarden wins the Indy 500.
The season rolls on Sunday afternoon at 1 Eastern at the Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio.
That was sweet.
Nice job, guys. From the green to the checkers.
Flies under the twin checkers.
Hear every thrilling lap live on IndyCar Nation Channel 218, NBC Sports Audio Channel 85.
Alex Palou.
Thank you so much. And on the all-new SiriusXM app.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-613-8836. 800-613-8836. 800-613-8836.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Okay, raise your hand if you want to make your life a little bit easier. Great. Now raise your other hand if you like to be comfortable. Perfect. Now that you have both hands raised, imagine putting on your shoes. And that, folks, right there is your answer to an easier, more comfortable life. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. This is footwear you don't need your hands to put on. They can be raised in the air, and you can just step it and go. Why don't you experience what people can't stop talking about? Life-changing Skechers Slip-ins. Get your Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Summer sounds like poolside party starters, red hot hip hop mixes, and backyard barbecue classics with exclusive specials and mixes, plus over 200 extra channels. Your sun-soaked soundtrack awaits in the SiriusXM app.
Tap into exclusive performances from the world-famous Tipitinas. As the biggest names in R&B descend on New Orleans.
Y'all join me in welcoming Tyrese, ladies and gentlemen.
We're taking you to the Big Easy during Essence Festival.
They took this record #1 for me, so give it up for them.
All weekend long, the Essence Festival on Heart and Soul, Channel 47, and on the SiriusXM app.
AT&T Stadium, the site for our second quarterfinal here at the Copa America. Cinderella's Venezuela, Canada meeting, and right now it is the Canucks on the way to extending their run at their first ever Copa America. Glad you're back here with us at the break. Rob Stone, Clint Dempsey, Moadu, Alexi Lawless back here with you. Canada's American head coach Jesse Marsh said, "We are not satisfied. This group is not satisfied. We are going for more," and they are showing just that through 45 minutes, as we see in your first half highlights, sponsored by BMW.
Well, this Canadian side came out with a point to prove, and they got started early, 12 minutes into the game. Just good combination play between Jonathan David and Kyle Larin. I mean, the Venezuelan backline is all over the place. Romo, the goalkeeper, comes out. Jonathan David tries it from distance. Good save by Aramburu. Gets back to his feet for the rebound from Kyle Larin, and this was just a sign of things to come from the Canadian side in terms of how quickly they got forward.
Mo, did I say Canada wasn't that excited?
Exactly
Well, I changed my mind. They could have had 3 goals in this first half. Good ball in. Shaffelburg comes across the first post, gets the finish, gets them off to a flying start. Beats the keeper near post, and Shaffelburg was all over the place.
You like that Tennessee waterfall in the back?
Oh, and showing love to Buchanan, his hurt teammate.
All right, you want some more Shaffelburg? Here he is, just coming in late here. Think he's going to take the shot? No, he's going to take a nice little touch, and then a shot with his right foot. Take off, man. Look at this one. He is all over the place. I thought he was wonderful for Canada in this first half. You want more? Out in open space? Yeah, Shaffelburg again. He says, I don't need to beat this guy. I'm just going to put it across to David, who's, oh, come on, man. That is weak. That's weak. He sets you up, and it wasn't even a shot. It was, oh, my goodness. But Canada, to your point, they should be up 3-0.
Yeah, Venezuela actually with the shot advantage, 10-7. But as far as shots on goal, it's Canada with a 4-1 advantage. Let's talk about the one that found the net.
And we talked about Jacob Shaffelburg and how he can bring something different with his directness, his approach in the final third, and it's his running off the ball that ultimately leads to this goal. So keep an eye on Shaffelburg at the top of your screen because he has a marker at the moment, but then everyone from a Venezuelan standpoint just gets caught ball watching. Shaffelburg does the right thing. He doesn't just stay wide. He sees where the space is. It's a good ball to the near post. It's on his weaker right foot. And Jonathan David needs help. His slide was not coming off him. Is he okay? My goodness.
Hey, that ain't a good look. He didn't even score, and he messed up the celebration.
Wow.
Where has this Canada team been all tournament?
Oh, man, they've been waiting. They've been waiting for the moment.
Is it because Venezuela's letting them play this way, or is it just a different approach?
I do think that the way Venezuela plays, because they're also getting at them, right? We talked about them playing against 10 men. 10 men, you always bunker back and you absorb pressure. Now there's space to play in transition, and so I expect the second half to play out the same way.
There's a little hubris going on when it comes to Venezuela relative to Canada, but Jesse Marsh, before the tournament, talked about having a little bit of grit for his team, and they're showing it here. Let's see if they hang on.
Euro quarterfinals, they began today. 2 star-studded showdowns, and 90 minutes wasn't enough to settle either match. Those highlights coming up after the break.
Wait, here it comes. They're gonna get him after the game. It's gonna be beautiful.
Oh, man.
Keep the grill lit.
A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape.
With barbecue-themed channels sure to get the backyard bumping. From hip-hop
Bring the noise, my time.
to classic rock.
An American girl.
Country.
Can I have some help?
And beyond.
A lovely day.
Set it and forget it all summer long. Only in the SiriusXM app. Just search BBQ.
Want a cleaner house? Start with the best product. Harris 12% hydrogen peroxide is 4 times stronger than what you'll find on drugstore shelves. Plus, it's food grade, making this powerful concentrated formula perfect for culinary cleanups. Harris hydrogen peroxide revives marble, cleans grout, brightens laundry, and removes carpet stains. You can also deep clean bathrooms on boats and RVs. The uses are endless. This ain't your mama's little brown bottle. Harris hydrogen peroxide is available by the gallon at the Home Depot and most hardware stores.
Join over 3,000 golfers at the 41st Myrtle Beach World Amateur, hosted this August 26th to the 30th in the golf capital of the world. Play 4 rounds of stroke play with a chance to be world champion. Featuring nearly 70 flights for all ages and abilities, everyone has a chance to win. Entry includes 4 rounds of golf, gift bag, and you and a guest get to enjoy the world's largest 19th hole with free food, open bar, live music, and more. New players get $50 off with code KMOT24. Visit MyrtleBeachWorldAmateur.com to sign up for your major.
It's time to play Vomit or Nausine.
Summer barbecues never fail to light up your taste buds and your stomach. As you savor the last bite of your tender guac and onion cheeseburger, you're met with a choice. Do you A, load up on hot dogs and unload at the porcelain altar? B, down a rack of ribs and then down the pink stuff? C, take fast-acting Nausine. Take Nausine. Correct! Nausine's 4-minute formula quickly relieves upset stomach. Save your summer and settle your stomach with Nausine.
Get Nausine now at stores everywhere. Use as directed.
Hi, I'm David Figueroa, co-founder of Melinda's Craft Pepper Sauces. Over 30 years ago, my brother Greg and I set out on a mission to offer the world a better hot sauce. Melinda's is a grand slam of heat and fresh flavor, and it shows in our 41 award-winning sauces featuring fiery chili peppers and plant-based ingredients that you can see and taste. Set your mouth on flavor with Melinda's, the best hot sauce in the game. Visit melindas.com to find a retailer near you. That's MELINDAS.com.
Melinda's, the best hot sauce in the game. Here's what's happening on SiriusXM Sports.
Copa America quarterfinals continuing tonight as Canada squares off against Venezuela. Fox Sports has play-by-play coverage on SiriusXM Channel 83. For additional reaction to the Copa and Euro quarterfinals, tune to SiriusXM FC 157. Everything available on the new SiriusXM app.
SiriusXM Sports, wherever you are, your team plays here.
The Copa America 2024 halftime show on FS1 is presented by BMW.
Final 2 Copa America quarterfinals tomorrow here on FS1. First up, Colombia, Panama, then Uruguay battles Brazil. Sama Kings minus the suspended Vinicius Jr. So they're going to hand a starting nod to the 17-year-old Endrick, his first start for Brazil. Spain, they punched their ticket to the Euro semis today. Mikel Merino finding the back of the net deep in extra time to give them a 2-1 win over the host Germany in Stuttgart. France also advanced by prevailing on penalties against Portugal. João Felix, the only player to miss. AC Milan fullback Theo Hernandez with the winner. France, Spain on Tuesday. 2 more Euro quarterfinals tomorrow, both live over on Fox. First up, England, Switzerland, then the Dutch meeting Turkey. Canada with the 1-0 lead on Venezuela. Second 45 from Big D. Next.
The battle for European soccer supremacy has reached the knockout stage, and all the drama of the Euros is on Sirius XM.
Oh my goodness, what a story!
Every match is now win or go home, and they can all be heard on Fox Sports Channel 83.
That is sensational!
Before and after the matches, hear what the experts are saying on Sirius XM FC 157.
They are proven winners right now.
No one is covering Euro 2024 like Sirius XM. Listen in the car or on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Get a fast start to your day with the Morning Drive on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Veteran race announcer Mike Bagley and race insider Pete Pistone deliver expert analysis and insight covering every angle of NASCAR, giving fans an in-depth look into the sport from the garage and around the track. It's the Morning Drive, weekdays only on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. Brought to you by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, striving to offer a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, proud supporters of the West.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
This is Sirius XM Radio.
Keep the grill lit with barbecue-themed channels sure to get the backyard bumping. Set it and forget it all summer long. Only in the SiriusXM app. Just search BBQ.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yacht Soul. A new SiriusXM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove.
Just the two.
And all this week, smooth soul legend George Benson is your host.
Turn your love around.
Soulful and funky. Yacht Soul, year-round in a SiriusXM app and docked for a limited time at Channel 105 on most radios. Prime.
th minute, the Nashville man, Jacob Schaffelberg, with his second international goal. Little Tennessee waterfall in the back as he honors Tejan Buchanan. The Maple Leafs with a 1-0 in the first 45 and owning the lead.
I think you got to keep playing how you're playing. You can't just sit back and try to weather the storm. I think you keep attacking and you have opportunity to get another goal because there was goals to be had in the first half.
And if Venezuela allows them to play and gives them the space that they had in the first half, you got to take that. You got to grab that and make them pay.
The other thing that I would just add is to both of their points, you got to get that second goal if you're Canada. The longer you let Venezuela in this game, because they had a couple chances themselves, the next goal in this game is going to be crucial.
We'll see you next on the post-game show. For the call, JP Delacamera and Kobe Jones.
Thank you, Rob. That Schaffelberg goal was Canada's first half goal of 2024 in the 7th match of this calendar year. Underway, second half, Venezuela in red, Canada in white. Schaffelberg's goal, the difference in this one thus far. Both teams had chances in that opening half. Headed forward by Martinez. Then Davies. Anamburo. Off Rondon. Anamburo, right sideline. Was headed away, but right back to Jose Martinez. Anamburo. They go with the short passes. Right sideline. Denied. And then now out for a Venezuela throw-in. Martinez got it in quickly. Soteldo, who has been a handful, 1v2 at the moment. Doesn't seem to bother him. Look at those spin moves. Finally, trying to do too much. Knocked away from Schaffelberg. Oh, I thought it was a Canadian throw-in. So did he. Soteldo blocked. And that's going out for a corner. Canada almost switched off there, thinking they had the throw-in and could have conceded.
Well, you always want to see how teams adjust at half and see how they come out. You can see, obviously, Venezuela. Soteldo's moved to the right flank to start off this half. You have Bayo on that left side, who, notably, Bayo, we haven't seen a whole lot of him in this match.
From the corner, Craig Poe grabs it in traffic, holds on. It's quite a matchup in that first half, Kobe, you mentioned, with Johnston defending against Soteldo.
Well, those two had a battle. It was a battle royale.
Pretty even.
It's something that you like to see. You know, defenders, wingers going at it, seeing who comes out on top. You know, you have to imagine that maybe it was a little bit of a shift from Coach Batista saying, hey, let's shift it up a little bit, see if we can have a little bit more success.
Down the sideline. Laren. The ball was out. Canada had 4 shots on target in the first half. 7 total shots on target in their 3 games in the group stage. Now, can they keep on the front foot, Canada? How do they play it, Kobe, now with the lead at halftime?
You know, I think it's like they said in the studio. You know, you got to keep going. You don't change things up. You change things up, you're going to allow Venezuela to really start to establish a rhythm. The couple of times that Venezuela was able to get a few passes in, establish a rhythm, then they created chances. So for Canada, keep going, keep pushing the pace of the game.
All 6 of Venezuela's goals in this Copa America tournament have come in the second half. On the right sideline, Ferrarese, that's cleared out. Noise level has increased from the Venezuelan fans. It's over the back, but no foul was given. And now it's going to be called because the player is still down. So play is stopped in the opening minutes of this second half. Canada still on top of Venezuela.
That's a bit of a heavy fall. Ferrarese comes down. Very awkwardly lands on his back, also on his arm as well.
He's back up though. Venezuela came into this game with 2 straight shutouts. And the Canadians come in the same. Novato sending it long. He's defended well by Bombito. Johnston up the wing. A bouncing ball. Laren almost got onto it. Jose Martinez with a bicycle kick. David's touch. Jonathan David towards Schaffelberg. 1v1 against Aramburu. Trying to slip it through. Aramburu doesn't bite. Arena. Soteldo. Davey slows him down. Now the whistle. The yellow card comes out to Cornelius.
Let's take a look at Soteldo. Does a good job, tries to cut through. It's that little touch there. And yeah, look, Cornelius reaches out. He gives a little bit of a scrape right there. I mean, it looked like Soteldo was going down already, but you reach your leg out and you get those studs on the legs, you're going to be called by the referee.
So he joins Schaffelberg in the referee's book. And that's tough for Canada with the center back on a yellow now.
Let's see if Venezuela can continue to be dangerous on these set pieces. They've looked very good. The service has been excellent from Bayo and Soteldo when they're knocking these balls in the box.
Bayo on the ball, putting one up to the middle, cleared out. Jose Martinez forced to it. and he overhits it, intended for Rondon.
That's just not good enough for Martinez. That's got to be better. And that's what I talked about in the first half, where Venezuela's got to be level up a little bit. It's the simple passes. A simple pass like that, where you just knock it out of bounds, it kind of slows down the rhythm, gives Canada a bit of a break.
Martinez, coming into this game, had the most touches for any player on Venezuela. Plays more of a defensive role with his club team, Philadelphia Union, although he does get a supply of the ball with them too. Stockio ahead. Larea slowed down, then taken down. He bounced right back up. Slips it through. Wow. A lot of things are not being called.
Yeah, I'd probably say wow on that one too, because that looked like a foul from here.
Osorio leaves it. Down the right flank for the attack for Canada. Larea, Larin! It was there for Canada's #1 goal scorer all time. He puts it over.
I don't think that Larin realizes how much time he has. And this is a great ball down the line, played right across, and Larin has time on that one, but just gets underneath it and knocks it over. And Larin's going to be thinking about that one. That one's got to be on target. You have to force a save.
Remember that one? Remember the David one? A Schaffelberg shot that was saved by Romo if Canada doesn't advance here. Venezuela has a lot of firepower, and as long as Rondon and Soteldo are on the field, they're certainly capable of getting a goal.
This is where you start to talk about the finishing for Canada. They're creating chances, but they're not putting it in the back of the net. They need to be more clinical, more precise in that final third, and that's where the questions will come about Larin and David, and if they can do it. And then the questions come, well, who's next up? Do you have anyone that can do it next?
So blocked. Jose Martinez. What a chance for Venezuela.
And the fans like it as Venezuela creates something out of nothing. First, this ball gets blocked out. Martinez plays it wide. It's not a good ball in, but bounces right to Martinez, and he tries to do his best. He gets caught underneath his feet, and as that ball goes wide, it just goes out of reach, and he hits it with the outside of his foot, thus going wide, beyond goal and not on target. But what a great chance for Martinez and Venezuela.
Cleared by Osorio. Canada in white, playing it forward. Take it away. Aramburu. Block. Stockio. Schaffelberg reached in. So does Jonathan Osorio. And now the foul. Foul on Canada. Now 2 players are down. Let's see what's actually going to be called. Besides the initial call, if anything.
There's a lot of fight going on here as Martinez is going through. There's the foul, the initial foul.
Schaffelberg picked. Schaffelberg's down. Navarro in a space. Bombito lost it. Rondon has runners. Sent forward by Cornelius. It goes out. Into the box again. That's cleared. Cornelius has won a couple of those. Play continues down the sideline. Johnston. It's another foul. A lot of little fouls here. Fouls nonetheless. Has he been, the referee Kobe, too lenient in this game?
I I mean, you could say it that way. I just think it's like hasn't called some things that are obviously fouls. You know, and I'm not sure if he wants to call it that way, but to me, I'm seeing things that, you know, it's not even about leniency. It's just about that's a blatant foul and you're not calling it.
Free kick from Canada. One in the air. Two players collided, but Venezuela got it forward. Now it's coming back their way. On a bounce, it deflected, and Laren was hopeful that he could run under that ball. Here's Aramburu. Cutting on Schaffelberg. Deflects. Set out wide. Venezuela. Numbers forward in maroon. Cut off by Eustaquio. Short ball to David. Herrera. Another foul. 58th minute. Canada still leading. 1-0 over Venezuela. Trying to advance to the semifinal versus Argentina Tuesday in New Jersey. Soteldo, the cross. Bayo kept it in. Over the bar. Craig Poe got a touch though, so it's a corner.
Poe trying to organize here as there's a lot going on. Bayo, I'm not sure how he does this one, but he looks like he gets this shot on target. It looks like it could just sneak in, and that is a save from Crepeau. He does not get his fingers on that one. That's in the back of the net.
Sixth corner. Venezuela. To the middle. Cleared out. First to the ball, though. Jose Martinez. Taken away. Alphonso Davies. Slicing it ahead. Schaffelberg's on the run. Romo cleared it out. How active has Schaffelberg been tonight?
Schaffelberg is doing what Schaffelberg does. You know, he's a consistent runner, and as I said, that he will go 1, 2, 10 times. Well, I think he's up to like 15 or 20 now on the night. He continues to go. It's such a powerful runner. He's just giving an option for the defense to play into.
Great engine. Here's David. Laren out wide against Osorio. They collide. He says corner. System referee says goal kick. Soteldo couldn't get it. Down the wing, away from Alphonso Davies. We are going to see a substitution. Cáceres will be coming out. Jander Cadiz will come in. Cadiz scoring a goal in the Ecuador game, coming in as a sub. So it's an offensive-minded substitution. He'll play higher up normally than Cáceres would. First change made, and it's just before the hour mark.
And this is exactly how they played it with Ecuador, bringing Cadiz in, and he got the goal. Cadiz is going to play off of Rondon. Rondon is going to be that player that can hold up the ball. He'll be doing the headers, and Cadiz is going to run off of him.
So now you've got two big men up top. Cadiz is listed at 6'3", Rondon at 6'1", both physical. Alistair Johnston was going to throw it in. Now he does. Eustaquio. Eustaquio follows it up. Tackled away. Soteldo for Venezuela. Short ball ahead. Herrera. Canada scrambling to get back in numbers defensively and keep their shape. Into the box. That's off David.
Now with the substitution, Venezuela can find themselves in trouble in that Cáceres kind of, like you said, held a little bit deeper. But Cadiz is going to push up more, so there's going to be more space in the middle of the park and extra numbers for Canada in the center of the park.
A little bit of holding. Jose Martinez back inside the circle. Venezuela pushing it right, blocked. A race for the ball. Could be a problem. Goalkeeper backing up. Lorea on the run. Richie Lorea in the box. Got a nudge. Holds it. Trying to cross it. And Canada comes away without a shot there. Venezuela brings it back upfield. That's unfortunate for Canada. Looked like they had something going.
Yeah, that has to come off as a shot at the very least, as you have a 2v1. Richie Laryea just holds on to it too long. But I will say, after Richie Laryea gets tackled, there's a lot of action happening off the ball. So if we talked about the chippiness, it's really starting to come to the forefront in various areas on the pitch.
Schaffelberg will make his exit. Not sure how much gas he still had left in the tank. Liam Miller will replace him. Well done, though, by Schaffelberg on the night. One of the best players on the field for either side.
Yeah, he was fantastic, and not just with the goal, but everything else that he did. He made a lot of the other players better and created chances for others that just weren't able to finish it. And Schaffelberg, so much effort, so much hustle out on the pitch.
Miller was on Canada's World Cup team and also the 2023 Gold Cup squad. He plays for Preston North End in England. Crepeau upfield. Venezuela having more of the ball. Based on the way the second half has started, they've been the more desperate side. They need one. Canada would love to get one. An insurance goal that might be too much on this night for Venezuela. Laryea battles. Stacchio, David. Recovered by Venezuela. The Aramburu pass finds Soteldo, blocked. Chipped over. Eustachio on the run. Nice ball, nice idea. Romo has to go after it now, and he does well to clear it out. And now, shouldn't that be a yellow?
That should be a yellow card.
100%. He's stopping the play from a quick throw because he's not in goal. That's a yellow card.
And I think Jesse Marsch has every right to be upset on this. He is stopping the play, slowing it down intentionally, where the ball's out of bounds. The players picked it up, and then the goalkeeper goes over and grabs him and holds on to the ball and tries to knock it out of his hands.
He got away with it. Throw in for Canada in the 64th minute. It's been a hectic pace here to start the second half. Long throw in from Johnston. Flick down, it's loose, but nobody in white to get it. Will race back the other way. Rondon. Oh, Crepeau's out! Goal! Rondon 1-1!
What a moment. What a change for Venezuela. This ball just goes over the top. And then it's just a little bit of a push, a little bit of a shove. And Moise Bambino gets pushed off of the ball. And then, of course, none other than Rondon, the gladiator, has his head up, sees that Crepeau is off of his line in no man's land, and then just puts this beautiful chip over his head, bounces into the goal, and a fabulous play all the way around. On the other side, you have to ask, what was Crepeau doing out so far away from his goal, getting caught like that?
You anticipated my question. That was it. Like, why was he so far out? Did he not think that that ball could have been won? Like, he was in trouble when he came out. So, big mistake for Canada.
Major mistake, and then going to Crepeau. Remember, he got caught out, well, on a cross, stepping off of his line more than he needed to.
Back the other way, Canada, Miller, holding it. Liam Miller, the shot, nothing on it in the end. It's electric right now on a Rondon goal. His third in this Copa tournament, his 44th international goal. He has scored more goals than the rest of his teammates combined, and they've got a winning record whenever he scores. quite a winning record. Miller leaves it. Eustachio. David slipping it through. Here's Miller. Second half sub. Looking, shooting. Missed. Larea was at the back post as well. Could have been 2-1. Canada.
What a chance from Miller. And he can't believe that he missed it either. This is a fantastic ball from David. Pushes it through. Miller touches it in. Just a little bit of a touch. It's a great save from Romo. It looks like it's off of his legs. Just keeps it with the spin out of his neck. I'm not sure if it hit the post, the back post or not, but still goes out for the corner.
I didn't see that deflection on the part of Romo, but well done. 68th minute, 1-1 game. Schaffelberg and Rondon, the goal scorers. Ready for the corner. Jonathan Osorio puts one up. Romo couldn't get it. Teammate helped him out. Alphonso Davies chasing it. Turns it upfield. Down went Laren. Cadiz pass ahead. Bale. Bale still has it. Putting it through. That's blocked. Trying to combine with Cadiz. It's out for a throw-in. Momentum now. Venezuela.
It almost looks like the first half, but switching the colors of the teams, because all of a sudden, Canada getting caught on a corner kick where they have just one player back, and Venezuela breaking out with two players. They just still got to be disciplined on the defensive side of things.
Kyle Laren. David. Anamburu heads it down to the goalkeeper. Romo. The toss. Gave it away to Alphonso Davies. Jonathan Osorio finding Liam Miller, the 24-year-old attacker. Trying to go towards the middle, denied. The pushback, Davies. Miller. Slipping it through on the left side. Jonathan David. Eustachio. Nice pullback. David, curling ball up, high and wide of Romo.
There's the battle. Bombito's got to be stronger there as well, not getting pushed off of the ball. Because this is what happens. You allow a player like Rondon, the gladiator, a chance and an opportunity, he's going to find a way. It just picks it out. Great hit over the head and into the goal.
Eustachio for Canada. For the left back, Davies. Canada's captain finds Eustachio, then back for Davies. Tomorrow, FS1. More quarterfinals. Colombia, Panama, Uruguay versus Brazil. Coverage starts 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on FS1. We saw Colombia and Brazil the other night. One of the best matchups in this Copa America tournament. A wild game. And both of those teams have advanced. You'll see them tomorrow. Headed down. Cadiz fires. That couldn't have been more off target than it was.
But this is exactly what they want, where Rondon goes up, wins the header, lays it off to Cadiz. And he's got to do better with that and get it on target, because those chances are going to come few and far between where it's that open with a clear shot at the top of the 18.
It's wide open in Arlington. 71st minute. 1-1 result here. Soteldo. Remember, if it's tied after 90, no extra time, not until the final. So we would go to penalty kicks, just like we saw last night when Argentina ended up with a victory over Ecuador. Larea lost it. And now it goes out.
And I think in this matchup, I've seen like 4 or 5 shoulder charges, and I think Canada has lost every single one of them. I think they got to understand the referee is not calling it. You know, that anyone that's close to you, they're going to come in and try to body you off of the ball.
Laren is coming out.
And here's one of them. That shoulder charge, that body to body. Salomon Rondon gets the equalizer for Venezuela.
It's tough for the goalkeeper, Crepeau, when you know you're looking back. You can only hope that he's shot it over the bar. Ali Ahmed has come in. Looks like they made 2 changes. So Laren and Lorea are out. Olawasai is in. So fresh legs along with Ali Ahmed. Let's see if that helps Canada. Got to think there's some tired legs out there based on the pace of this game. Olawasai to the left. Miller tucking it. Olawasai with those fresh legs. Oh, he's being held and held and held by Martinez. And play still goes on. And now the whistle for a push. No wonder Jesse Marsh is upset. They're picking and choosing, it seems like, on what's a foul and what isn't.
And that's been my problem with the night so far. And players cannot stand that because you don't know how the game's being called. The lack of consistency is what's troubling for players and coaches, you know, down there. They just, as long as you're consistent and you know what's coming, what's a foul and what's not, you can handle that.
Alarese's pass blocked. Coming right back into the box. Crepeau has it. Canada was riding momentum in the first half. Right now, it is Venezuela. And Canada have a player down. And the pro-Venezuelan crowd is not happy, thinking that Cornelius is wasting time.
You know, as we wait to see this situation, it's interesting to me that I don't think for Canada that we have seen.
There's Tayshaun Buchanan looking on.
And going back to it for Canada, I don't think we have seen really enough of Alphonso Davies.
No.
He's usually, this is a look at the goal. Just plays it in and Schaffelberg puts it in. But Alphonso Davies, we've seen him on the defensive side, but we're very used to Alphonso Davies pushing up and getting into the attack. With his pace and his skill level, he opens up a whole lot for this Canadian side. But he's been relegated to like a left back position and not really getting forward that much.
This is the kind of game that Buchanan probably would have thrived in coming in here in the second half. Right now, they're looking at Cornelius in the way they're looking at the head. It seemed like it was a concussion test. Cornelius, remember, is also on a yellow card. This is the only thing, this injury here, that has slowed the play down, right? It's been non-stop since the second half whistle.
Oh, yeah, this is like a little bit of a break, I think, for all the players on the field. Going to what you said about Tayshaun Buchanan, he would have loved this type of game. He's a fighter. He would have been, I'll tell you this, any of those one-on-one, shoulder-to-shoulders, Buchanan would have been ready for it.
Cadiz got the arm up there.
Yeah, a little bit of an elbow.
Yeah,
on the side of the face.
That's what I think Jesse Marsh, Canada's head coach, was talking about.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy about it. Maybe some words that we can't say.
The World Feed director cut off right as we were ready to lip read. So it's probably a good thing.
Let's not do that.
No. Crepeau will put it back into play. Ball sent long. Aloisi has some help up top now. David's up there too. Cadiz. Miller for Canada right in front of the Canadian bench. Alphonso Davies. All the way back. Cornelius. Canada Looking a little bit nervous here, a little bit rattled. Got to settle it down. Played long. Maybe an opportunity there, but the shot goes up high. And he's had a couple of looks, Oluwaseyi, since coming on.
Oluwaseyi has a fantastic first touch. You know, he brings that one down right to the left foot where he can first have this first-time shot. He tries to curve it in, just trying to sneak it underneath the bar there. And seeing it from that angle, JP, it looked much more dangerous than I thought it was.
Romo holding there, now goes long. Up for grabs off. Cadiz was making a move for it, but couldn't get it. Maxime Crépeau thought he was going to slow it down. He finds Eustachio up the middle. Over the top for the speedy Miller. Romo's out to grab it just inside the box. '78th minute, a 1-1 match. Rondon with his 7th goal in his Copa America career, so he's now leading Venezuela all-time there, as he is as their all-time leading goal scorer. It's a clutch goal too, one that Venezuela needed. It's given him life, and right now momentum. Rondon battles for it, still has it, play on. Cadiz left, hold up.
Well, here we go. Corner kick, set piece. Canada struggled a little bit. You're getting towards the end of the match. No tired legs, but also tired minds. This is where teams tend to turn off for a second.
7th corner. Bale will take it. He went short. Soteldo, nice cut. End line. The cross. And it was cleared away. And then headed out by Miller. First to the ball, Jose Martinez. He's been all over this field.
And once again, for Crépeau, off of that ball that comes in, his defender clears it, but he's come off his line to try to get it and doesn't get anywhere near it. Just the judgment, I think, for Crépeau it's been a bit of a struggle so far on the night.
One goal apiece. 80th minute. Canada on the break. Eustachio moving it ahead. Oluwaseyi cut off, knocked out. Last touch by Osorio. Canada will have a throw-in. They've had opportunities to first increase the lead. Didn't do it, only to see Rondon and Venezuela come back in the second half. Ahmed inside, Oluwaseyi, top of the netting. And the fresh legs have helped Canada a little bit here.
Yeah, what a combination, and deserved that clapping from Jesse Marsh. Look at this little touch over the top from David. Oluwaseyi has the opportunity there, but give Romo credit. He comes out here and forces this where he has to get this up and over as Romo's so close, and it's just enough to put it up and over the bar. But another great chance from Canada over these final few minutes.
Canada's going to make another change. Osorio out. Kone in. Ismael Kone. So more fresh legs coming in. And at this point, Kobe, we're a long way from possible penalty kicks, but you'd think that anybody that's subbing in now is capable of taking one and making one.
Yeah, you'd have to think that there's an understanding of, okay, I'm bringing on players that if it does go there, that they have. I think the coach would think that everyone has the ability to do it, that has the confidence to do it.
Navarro. Venezuela's made just the one change. Canada made 4. Davies stopped it. Stacchio ahead. On the break, Jonathan David has options. Miller on the left. Miller's cross. It's behind and cleared away by Venezuela to Bale.
It's going to be a little bit better for Miller over there as he's cut the ball back, puts it on the right foot. There's no pressure. You've got to get a decent cross into the area.
Set long. Crepeau, edge of the box. A safe play. Euro quarterfinals coming up tomorrow. England, Switzerland, Netherlands, Turkey. Coverage at 11 a.m. Eastern. Pass to the right. Soteldo holds it. Crosses it. Cadiz couldn't get it. And that one's over the bar.
This is a great chance. Cadiz gets a little bit of a touch on it, slows it up for Navarro coming in late. He's wide open. This is the opportunity. The defender sees it. Eyes get big, but just goes underneath it and puts it over the crossbar.
Navarro's not scored for his country. Savarino and LaCava come in. Soteldo is going to come out. LaCava will make his Copa debut. And Bale's also coming out. Again, there's time left, but you have to think that these are players that you think could take penalties if it comes down to that. But it's interesting that they choose to bring in LaCava now, who's not played at all in Copa or for his country. It's his first cap.
Has the makings of a hero, or at least a hero story.
Nicely put. Soteldo, I thought, for somebody that didn't score, created all kinds of problems for Canada. Set long. Johnston's after it. There's LaCava on the chase. Legs get tangled up there. Both players involved. It goes against Venezuela. The 85th minute, even at 1. On the long ball, knotted down. Venezuela with the edge in this game, and the shots on target. Here's another one. Rondon gonna nudge. Saved by Crepeau. Right foot save was a beauty against Rondon.
It looks like the flag goes up and that he's in an offside position, which he is right there. But even as this play goes out, look at Rondon. He knows that contact is coming, and he actually invites it. He steps into it. That's a little bit of a difference when you see him as a striker on the pitch. He knows the contact's there and welcomes it.
And Cornelius was on a yellow card, so a bigger problem there if the nudge was too much. Plus the potential for a penalty, but Crepeau won't be counted as a save because it was offside, but he didn't know about it, made the big play. Venezuela with the edge in pretty much all of the stats except on the scoreboard where it's even. Davies, Miller, blocked. Venezuela lost it there. Kone into the middle. David got it wide from that right side. Ahmed into the box. Never got there. It's settled. Kone. Ahmed. Johnston drives it. Save. Romo. Corner. Third for Canada.
It's a nice ball from Ahmed, just pushing it in there. As you're having that inside-out run coming from Johnston, and he really doesn't even look, just turns and hits it. Looks like it's on target. Romo does just the smart thing there and just make sure to put that one out and over.
before this kick is taken. A couple of words. David and Aramburu were spoken to. Driven near post, and that's cleared away. Crepeau is way out of goal as he sliced that ball out. It's Soteldo watching as a fan now the rest of the way. Good game for him. He's been one of the best players, I think, in this tournament.
He's a talented player without a doubt, but just the effort he's given and just his skill set in those tight spaces, in those tight areas, it's been so dangerous.
Miller got it forward. Eustachio looking for David. Block. David picks it up. David slides it across. The shot by Ahmed. Wide.
Canada's getting chance after chance. David does a good job of just understanding of where that ball's going to end up and picks it up, passes it out wide to Ali Ahmed, and just not a good shot here. He just pushes it through there. He actually hits the ball, like almost hits it down into the ground. So no power on it, just goes wide. He's going to be thinking about that one, that he knows he could have done a bit better.
Ahmed's pass ahead, touched back by David. Kone has options, strong run, has Miller. Inside the box, Miller waits. Kone turns, wide.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that from Kone. You know, he receives that ball and just does a quick turn. Those are the times where you can catch a keeper shifting, moving. Look at that. He's looking backwards and then just kind of turns it, but just pushes it too far wide. But just sometimes you got to go for it and have the unexpected.
Romo puts it back into play. Winner faces Argentina Tuesday in New Jersey. Could be a rematch with Canada, or could be South American rivals Argentina and Venezuela. Penalty kicks are on the horizon. There is no extra time in the knockout stage, not until the final. Battle for the ball. That was LaCava after it. Foul. Canada's missed the target tonight. The first 3 shots of the game on target. Since then, only 3 of 12 on target. Waiting for the signal on stoppage time. Cornelius. That's blocked. Over the top on the right side towards Cadiz. Bumping with Cornelius. Cleared out. Throw in. Venezuela. Seconds left until we hit 90 minutes. And then we'll see what's left in stoppage time. Aramburu will take this throw in. Backing up.
Looks like he's going to be going for that long throw in.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of hopeful. Best things to do at this point in the game, just put it in the box.
We're in stoppage time on that long throw. Cleared up the middle. Taken away and then sent the other way. Look out there on the bouncing ball. Almost Canada's way. 4 minutes added on in stoppage time. In that collision, 1 player down and back the other way. Cadiz has options. Goes wide left. LaCava drives it. It's blocked by Johnston. Goes out. This is end to end. It's probably a good thing that there's not 30 minutes of extra time.
Yeah, these players have to be exhausted after this 90 minutes because there has been no let's slow down and get a rhythm.
More experience is coming in. Rincon for Osorio.
Now, I would say these are definitely just for penalties.
Oh, yeah. So, Rincon and Wilker Angel are coming in. Long throw in. Headed down. Canada will move it away. Intended for David. So Osorio came out. Jose Martinez, strong game for him, out. Long ball for Venezuela. Doesn't quite make it. Rincon is a very experienced player, 135 caps. But he's been a sub now. This is his third appearance in this Copa. Down the left side for Miller. Cut off. Nearly halfway through it, stoppage time. Liam Miller on the turn. And he's taken out. Savarino's pass is blocked. Big switch coming. Nope, it's down the middle. It's brought back down. Bombito was back there, helping Crepeau. Getting closer and closer to penalty kicks to determine who plays Argentina Tuesday in New Jersey. Crepeau goes long distance. Headed away. And then cleared away by Rincon.
You got both teams now playing almost like safety mode, just to keep it out of their area, not trying to build out, just trying to knock it long and get it in the other half.
Throw in for Canada's Miller. Alfonso Davies holds it. Not giving any room. Got it back from Eustachio. Davies forced back by Rincon, by Rondon. Canada still keeping it. Left side, Miller. Oh, that's a hole by Aramburu, and then he takes him down, and the yellow card is out. You could argue that Aramburu had really no choice.
Well, at this point, yeah, it's a tactical foul there, just not allowing Miller to get into a dangerous area. So he actually grabs him around the waist, has a kick at him after the fact.
This might be it. We're almost at 4 minutes of stoppage time. Free kick, Eustachio. Can't be much left in it. He's ready. Stefan Eustachio, the veteran. Two in the wall. Eustachio drives it, and that's headed away. He's headed toward goal. Up in the air, Rincon heads it away. And the referee has blown the whistle. He has blown the whistle. So we're going to go to penalty kicks when we come back. But after this break, Rob Stone and the crew in the studio will take things over. Then we'll come back here for penalty kicks. It's 1-1 after 90.
Extra Play is sponsored by Topgolf. Now you can enjoy extra play time with a free 30 minutes of gameplay at Topgolf when you book a reservation.
Hi, it's Billy Joel here. It's back. All my music on my very own channel, the Billy Joel Channel.
Because you had to be a big shot.
His songs, his stories.
There were these two Italian guys that owned this recording studio. Wow, they had a piano, they had microphones, and I was really impressed. I wanted to know what everything was. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do?
The Billy Joel Channel, happening now for a limited time. SiriusXM Channel 79 and the SiriusXM app.
Get a fast start to your day with the Morning Drive on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Veteran race announcer Mike Bagley and race insider Pete Pistone deliver expert analysis and insight covering every angle of NASCAR, giving fans an in-depth look into the sport from the garage and around the track. It's the Morning Drive, weekdays only on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. Brought to you by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, striving to offer a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, proud supporters of the West.
At Jiffy Lube, we care about cars. In fact, we're kind of obsessed. It's why for over 40 years, we have been providing quick and quality service. And with free, instant estimates at jiffylube.com, you can know what to expect, even before your visit. Visit your local Jiffy Lube. We'll car for your car like we car for our own. Jiffy Lube. Car more. Visit jiffylube.com to find coupons and start an instant online estimate.
Find out who will finish first in America's second city.
And they say it's hard to pass here on the streets of Chicago. He's proven that he can do it.
Listen to the Grant Park 165 on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio.
Out onto Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago, Illinois.
Plus, our exclusive driver-to-crew chatter puts you inside the cars as they race through the streets of Chicago.
Thank you, guys.
Don't miss a lap. Sunday at 3:30 Eastern on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
64th minute, and somehow Salomon Rondon is left in a 1v1 situation. He one times it home from long range. His 44th international goal. It tied things at ones, and now we are off to penalties here in the second quarterfinal here at Copa America. Rob Stone, Clint Dempsey, Mo Adu, Alexi Lawless. Let's be honest. This is not the type of game we expected, and we're also pretty sad that this isn't the Euros and we could get another 30 minutes of this madness. Instead, like last night, we are off to penalties. Here's the Cliff Notes version on how we got here.
Madness is a good way to describe things, but Canada started off the game really energetic, good running off the ball from Jacob Schaffelberg. Starts from a wide angle, comes to that near post, slots home coolly, honors his injured teammate Tajon Buchanan, and Canada are off to the races.
All right, let's just establish this is the best, worst game ever, okay? I mean, look at this ridiculousness. Nothing. Not a yellow card or anything. Jesse Marsh can't believe it. We can't believe it. Canada can't believe it. Goalkeeper tries to pull it out, and then off the ensuing throw-in, 1v1 in the back, Salomon Rondon gets the ball, proposed off his line. Why? Oh, my God. I love it, but it's ridiculous. And it's 1-1.
I mean, what is Canada doing? They're up 1-0, 64th minute. Everybody's in the box doing a long throw. They get counterattacked and let them back in the game. But credit to Venezuela and their keeper, Romo. He had two huge saves, one in the first half on Schaffelberg and one in the second half on Miller. He kept them in this.
Do you think Romo is the difference maker in the penalty kicks?
I think so. I mean, the way that he's been playing already this game, I think he has that confidence that he's going to go in and continue doing what he's been doing.
Remember, last night, Argentina went to penalty kicks as well. First man up, Lionel Messi, their main man. And guess who's up first for Venezuela? Salomon Rondon, the gladiator, their main man. For the call, back out to JP De La Camera and Kobe Jones.
Thank you, Rob. Always drama in these penalty kick situations. We're in it on back-to-back nights. Rondon with 3 goals in this tournament, including the one that tied it, is up. Rondon versus Crépeau. Rondon, go!
Now this is given a lot of credit to Rondon. It's so difficult to be the first man up and put that in the back of the net. Gets Venezuela that 1-0 lead, and now Canada has the chase.
Jonathan David will go forward to try to equalize versus Romo. David steps up, and he ties it. Well done by the Lille attacker.
And this is a well-taken penalty. You see him looking at Romo. Romo guesses the right direction, but that tells you how well it's hit with pace into the side. And as Romo even tries to reach out for it, just beyond him and in the back of the net, 1-1.
Herrera goes next for Venezuela. Plays for Girona in his 3rd Copa America tournament. Herrera versus Crépeau with that shot, and he missed.
Oh my. As Herrera comes up, he didn't even seem like he was confident to begin with, and that's not a well-hit penalty. How he hits this one It's almost like towards the back of his foot and just pushes it wide. Not even off the post.
Crépeau is going the other way. Canada for the lead. Liam Miller, second half sub. Stepping up. Miller slowly puts it over. Back-to-back misses.
Miller stepping up. He's looking at Romo. Pushes it the right way, but just up and over. Then that's the second one where the keeper has guessed the wrong direction, but the player has missed.
The veteran Rincon, who's only played a few minutes there in the end, playing in his 5th Copa America tournament. For the lead, Rincon. Go! 2-1, Venezuela.
If you're old school, you like Rincon's penalty. That is just straight up, I'm going to smash it as hard as I can and see if the keeper can save it. Because Crépeau guesses the right way, but just actually pushes beyond it. Gets a little bit of a touch on it, but too much pace, too much power in the back of the net.
Bombito to try to equalize for Canada. The strong center back is ready. 12 yards away from Romo. And the referee is stopping for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the referee. He's indicating that there was a laser in the direction. You could see. But now he's letting it go. Bombito's now ready. Step up, and he scores. Made it look easy. 2-2.
And well done by Bombito. First off, a defender, you never really expect that many of the times the defender's stepping up here. But with the laser in his face, the stopping of it, the talking to by the referee, and he just steps up and calmly puts it in the side of the net. Keeps Canada right alongside Venezuela on this.
So it's 2-2. We're in the 4th round. Jefferson Savarino, who had a couple of stints with Real Salt Lake in Major League Soccer, is up next. The 27-year-old plays for Botafogo in Brazil. Steps up, off the post. Close, but not close enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Please do not use the laser.
You can hear the public address announcement about the laser pointers.
Yeah, let's give.
Crépeau got a piece.
Yeah, Crépeau gets a couple of fingers on that one, just enough to redirect it off of the post, and it does not go in. And Jefferson Savarino, that was actually subbed in at the end to take the penalties, ends up missing.
For the first time, Canada could take the lead on penalties. Eustachio is ready. So is Romo. Big kick for Canada. Eustachio save.
Eustachio is going to be very upset when he looks at this one. Again, it is a poor penalty. I mean, this is almost just like right next to the goalkeeper. Not enough power on it. Right next to the goalkeeper at that waist height. That's perfect and easy to be saved.
Cadiz will try to give Venezuela the lead again. Jonder Cadiz had a stint with Nashville in Major League Soccer. Now plays in Portugal. 16 goals last year in all competitions. Ready for this penalty kick. Cadiz, and it's a lead for Venezuela. Canada must make the next one or they're done in this tournament.
Well, this is a confident penalty from Cadiz. But it's a short run up, couple little steps, looking at the keeper. Gets Crepeau to go the wrong direction and just passes it home. Getting the crowd into it after the fact. And now all the pressure.
Alphonso Davies, if he scores, we continue. If not, Canada makes their exit from Copa America 2024. The pressure on the captain, their most gifted player. Davies steps up. Davies, we continue on. 3-3. Round 6, Kobe.
Yes, indeed, and Davies, with all that pressure on, the pressure of his country on his shoulders here, just steps up and with ease just puts that one into the side of that. Now that's how you take a penalty.
The man who scored Canada's first ever goal at a World Cup. It came in 2022. Rooker Angel, another second half sub to try to give Venezuela the lead again. Stepping up, save by Crepeau. Canada could win it on the next shot.
And Angel, the defender, who's another player that was brought in for the penalties, and that's just, once again, not a very good penalty, not into the corner. Crepeau does a good job of just getting down, reading it well, and keeping that out of the net.
Kone for the win. Another second half sub. 22-year-old plays now for Watford. Kone steps up. Kone, go! Oh, Canada! They're going through! Canada is going through a rematch with Argentina Tuesday in New Jersey. It wasn't easy. It went to penalty kicks. Kobe, good win for Canada, big win for Jesse Marsch.
A fantastic win for Canada and that man, Jesse Marsch. So much meaning behind this game. You know, well done by Venezuela, too, to get to where they have. But when it comes down to it, only one can go through, and Canada, like you said, oh, Canada.
After a 1-1 draw after 90 minutes, Canada wins on penalties. CONCACAF has a winner tonight. Back-to-back penalty kick shootouts. We go back to the studio. Rob Stone.
JP, Kobe, thank you. That was fun. Copa America 2024 tonight on FS1 is presented by Geico. So we have our first confirmed semifinal matchup here at the Copa America. Argentina, Canada, Tuesday night at MetLife Stadium. Remember, those two nations met on the opening day of this Copa America, 2-0 win for Lionel Messi and Argentina. Our friends from up north will get another crack at the world's #1 ranked team on Tuesday. Glad you're back here with us. Rob, Clint, Mo, and Alexi here. We take you back to Dallas-Fort Worth, taking the live images, and Canada wins a wild one. They become the 4th different CONCACAF nation to move on to the semifinals of a Copa America, joining the United States, Mexico, Honduras. So the 48th ranked team in the world is off to the semifinals at the Copa America. These are things we did not think we would be saying at any juncture of this tournament. This is the final strike, the winner. Kone, little hop, and the sprint. And congratulations to Canada. Congratulations to American head coach Jesse Marsch. Just his 6th game in charge. And Lex, he's got his new nation off to the semis at the Copa.
Yeah, wonderful scenes, and like you said, for Jesse Marsch, for what he has done in a very short period of time, let's be honest, and what it means to this team, not just this summer, but going forward to 2026. You know, we are all former U.S. internationals, right? And just as Americans watching this after what happened with the U.S. in the tournament, you know, you're conflicted a little bit. And so from a personal perspective, because you think what could have been. But then you take it away and you look at how important this is for Canada. And you have to be able to celebrate this. And you have to be able to look at this and see a part of history being made right now when it comes to soccer in Canada. And, you know, our relationship with Canada as a country, our relationship from a soccer perspective is long time. And these scenes are incredible. And that man right there, like I said, in a very short period of time, has given this country and given this team hope going into the next couple of years.
These experiences are going to be everything for Canada. You're watching Jesse Marsch right there, and as he's walking the pitch and just taking it all in, this is so valuable as they continue in this tournament, first and foremost. They're still chasing a trophy, right? And I think we can't lose sight of that because in the moment, this is massive for Canada. But then you just think about the long-term impact that this can have on these players, on this group of players going into the World Cup. To know how to navigate, to know how to survive. They're going to learn from some of the way that they went about this game because they had chances to put this game to bed early on.
How many goals should have been scored in this one?
Could have been 5 or 6.
5 or something. I mean, it was crazy.
It was end-to-end in that second half. But what hurts the most is, like, this should have been the U.S. doing this. And now it's Canada. And, you know, credit to them. They deserve it. They fought hard. They grinded out results. They figured out how to advance. And we said they need to score goals, and they showed us that they could do that. They played some exciting soccer at times. It was a little bit hectic in terms of being end-to-end. You need to tighten up that against Argentina because they will definitely make you pay. But
they would love that. You want to play that way against us?
And also, you're lucky that it didn't come back to bite you in the butt, that long throw where you pushed everybody forward. They counterattacked, and Rondon scored that goal, and you're thinking, what are we doing here? Yeah. But credit to them. They're off to the semifinals and flying the flag for CONCACAF. I did think
By the way, Panama's still in action tomorrow. What if Panama makes it through to the semis as well? You should have seen the scene. I wish you at home could have seen the scenes in our viewing area. We call it the avocado room. It was screaming and yelling and jumping up, and there was no rest. There was no rest. That game lost its head, and it was beautiful theater. It was so much fun to see. Maxime Crapeau, big save right there. He had 2 stops. And then there's the winner from Ishmael Kone.
That celebration with the pointing fingers? I don't know about that.
That's like, that goes to you, that goes to you. You didn't hire me. You didn't hire me.
Head out the pistol.
Hey, the Euro quarterfinals were pretty fun as well. They also went to penalties. We'll wrap up the day from Germany when we return.
Nobody brings you the excitement of Formula One racing like SiriusXM.
Let's go, come on, yes!
Hear every thrilling lap of a worldwide championship chase.
Verstappen takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and Hamilton couldn't hold him off.
Plus, comprehensive pre- and post-race coverage.
That race, that was the best race I've ever seen.
The 2024 season rolls on Sunday morning at the British Grand Prix. Our live coverage begins at 9 Eastern with Lights Out Racing at 10 Eastern on ESPN Extra, Channel 81, and the all-new SiriusXM app.
At Best Western, we can't promise you the perfect trip to the game. We can't promise a warm, sunny day. Just like we can't promise that the other team's mascot won't insult your team mercilessly. Then again, you don't have to listen to anything that a talking bird says. But we can promise you this. You can find a warm welcome and a comfortable room after a long day at the ballpark. Now that's a win. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Sometimes your phone breaks.
Ugh.
Dude.
What the?
Oh, seriously? Hey, life happens. But at Verizon, we got you. Trade in any phone from our top brands in any condition and get a great deal on iPhone 15 with an unlimited ultimate plan. And turn...
no!
Into... oh, yeah! Only on Verizon.
Is hot sleep keeping you awake? The Tempur-Breeze mattress is designed to keep you feeling cool and comfortable all night long. Because only the Tempur-Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body so it feels up to 10 degrees cooler. No more sweating all night or blasting the AC. Just deep, undisturbed rest. During our July 4th sale, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses at Tempur-Pedic.com.
Pristine lawn.
Iconic whites.
Grass eaten.
Grass owned.
Hopes dashed.
Dreams realized.
Blistering backhands.
Ferocious forehands.
In.
Out.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Goff.
Jabbar.
Shiontek.
Sinner.
Djokovic.
Alcaraz.
Wimbledon.
Always like never before.
1st to the 14th of July. Watch live on ESPN.
Move like nobody's watching. And explore today's dance music on BPM. Hear groundbreaking DJs and producers like the Chainsmokers, Tiesto, Calvin Harris, and more. Exclusive DJ sets and the biggest EDM tracks. SiriusXM BPM, Channel 52, and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
So Canada off to the semifinals in their first ever Copa America appearance. They've got the jersey right there of the injured Tajon Buchanan, who watched this one up from the suite there at AT&T Stadium. And congratulations, Canada, moving on to the Final Four at the Copa. This one really a battle of Cinderellas. Las Vino Tinto seeking to reach just their second ever Copa America semifinal. Canada playing just their 6th match under new head coach Jesse Marsch. Picked this one up, 13th minute.
Yeah, I said Canada wasn't that exciting team to watch. I was wrong today. They could have had 3 goals. Jonathan David to Schaffelberg gets him off to a great start. I like that he came across the near post and then showing love to Buchanan.
Kind of wanted to see the Jonathan David celebration, to be honest with you, after that. But
all right, we said this was a beautiful mess of a game here. Romo kicks the ball out and then grabs the ball off the ensuing throw-in to stop. Jesse Marsch can't believe it because there's no yellow card. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then on the throw-in, it's a jailbreak down the other end, 1v1. Rondon says,
You think he got away? You think he got away with a little push there, Lex?
No.
No,
it's fine. Play on. Are you kidding me?
All right.
Come on, Rob Stone. Maybe in Connecticut, but not up in Canada or down in Venezuela.
Oh, that'll play in Michigan, but not Connecticut. All right, off the penalty kicks we go.
And Craig Poe steps up, makes a massive save on Jefferson Savarino. Eustachio, he gets saved by Romo as well.
Alphonso Davies had to have this one.
Captain's penalty kick. Ice cold.
Banger.
No questions asked. Send them into, what is it, shootout?
Yep, 6th round.
That's the worst penalty right there.
Rooker on hell, no dice, Ishmael Kone.
Oh, look at the stutter. Stutter.
Cool as you like.
Yay.
Just how he wrote it up. Here's the keeper, Maxime Crapeau, on the significance of Canada advancing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Semi-final Copa America. I think everybody needs to realize the respect that this country deserves and these footballers deserve. Okay, everybody says, these Canadians. Yeah, well, these Canadians are the semi-finalists.
2 saves tonight for him. He had 14 through the course of the group stage. And we've been saying that this Copa America is beautiful chaos. If you didn't believe us, I think we just confirmed it with the activities that took place in that game. I'll start with you, Clint. What stood out the most to you through the course of the 90 minutes and the penalty kicks here?
The thing that stood out most for me was that Canada went for it. They didn't sit back. We talked about them being good defensively and difficult to break down, but they kind of threw caution to the wind and went out to try to get goals. But at the same time, it left them open. So they got to tighten that up against Argentina, but I like that they went for it and they got what they deserved. They got the result.
They can't play that way versus Argentina.
No, they can't. They got to be smart in how they do that, how they get forward and create opportunities. But they got the job done tonight.
Sure did.
I would say that Canada showed personality in the way that they went about the game, the way that they took their penalty kicks as well. But the only thing that was concerning for me is that you never saw a progression in terms of, okay, from this man here, Jesse Marsch saying, hey, look, we're up 1-0. we're going to get chances in transition. Let's just be a little bit more defensively sound. Let's not leave this game as open as we were in the first 60, 70 minutes of this game. So I would just say that's the only thing. And the other part is, I guess I lie.
How about connect 3 or 4 passes?
We didn't see that throughout the whole game from either side. But the other part is, take your chances, man. Canada could have gone into the half up 3-0, and then the game is done. The game is done. You can manage the game in the second half. You can just be so more poised and calm and controlled. So against Argentina, Lex, they have to play a little bit more balanced, I would say, in the way that they approach the game.
Yeah, I mean, where do you start with this game? It's like listening to Rush, you know. I don't think I like it, but I can't turn it off, right? I mean, it's just one thing after another. And it was awesome. And I know it's not something that's going to be held up as great soccer, but what struck me the most about this Canada team, again, and you know, we're broadcasting for America here, and we're obviously talk a whole lot about the U.S., and there are things that relate to it. This was a very, for lack of a better phrase, classic American performance in the way they went out and did this. And the fight that they showed, the physicality that they showed, the belief in each other they showed, and more importantly, the belief that man right there, Jesse Marsch, has instilled in this team in a very short period of time, that they can do things that haven't been done before. And how many times have we said that about the U.S. team? And yet Canada came here, and Canada used this platform. And Canada maximized their opportunities, and Canada is going to a semifinal of a Copa America. Man, chew on that. Well done, Great White North.
It's wild. It's wild. The only other thing that I would add is I give Jesse credit because the way that you talked about them being like so attack-minded, they played to the personality of the players they have, right? You have dynamic players in Jonathan David, Jacob Schaffelberg, who can make those runs in behind. But I just would say maybe just a little bit more disciplined defensively. You don't have to commit 8 guys into the attack and leave yourself that exposed, because against Argentina, they'll punish you. They'll take their chances.
Big time regen for Canada. They might work on their finishing at the next training session, but they have another training session. That's the big point. They are off to the semifinals to take on Argentina. A shout out for the Rush reference as well. Mm-hmm. The greatest Canadian rock band ever.
No, well, okay, they're good, but as far as trios, we got
I got him! I got him! I knew it!
Triumph! I would get him! Get us some Chardonnay. Let's start talking.
I stand for Triumph. No, Triumph is a better trio, but we can talk about it off air, please.
Hey, man.
How dare you? I mean, everything was going great, okay? We were having a good night.
Little lover boy as well. Triumph, good shout out. All right, the Euro quarterfinals got underway in Germany. Best band out of Germany. Quick, Lex.
Oh, well, it depends. It could be Scorps.
There you go, Scorpions. Yeah. All right, Spain became the first team to reach the semis. Mikel Merino scoring in extra time. Beautiful goal in celebration. They get the 2-1 win over Germany in Stuttgart. And then France, Spain. That's the lone miss from the spot. João Felix couldn't convert it.
What a pin. Hold that.
Theo Hernandez, the winner. The bracket starting to take shape right now. First semifinal matchup, Spain, France, Tuesday in Munich. That a rematch of the 84 final won by France on home soil. So 2 more quarterfinals tomorrow from Europe. Both of them live on Fox England, Switzerland. Start your day at 11 a.m. Eastern. And we close it out with Turkey taking on the Dutch. AT&T Stadium saw a wild one. It wasn't Cowboys-Jets. It was Canada getting past Venezuela.
Campbell is the right guy. He's got all the other right guys there. Their offensive coordinator came back. Their offensive coordinator could have easily went and been an NFL head coach, and that's what people want to do in this business. You want to get to the next level all the time. Eventually, you want to be a GM. Then you probably want to be an owner or we've seen former players go off and become president, VP of football operation. You want to keep going up. But he decided to go back because you got Goff. You got a great receiving core. Jamison Williams. Watch that kid this year. I think he has the year we expected him to have and be coming out of Bama. Now that he's got some stuff past him, got the injury, got the gambling stuff past him, seems locked in from everything he was hearing from the OTAs. And the teammates are like, hey, man, we knew he was fast, but this kid can fly.
I think that's really what was holding back the Lions' offense in years prior last year, I should say, because they didn't really have somebody that could just blow the top off of the defense.
Oh, man.
And you got to have somebody who can do that, because if you don't, then defenses don't have to keep you honest. So I think that was the biggest problem with the Lions offense. I do think that they would be the most likely. I think the 49ers will be the favorite going into the regular season. I think the Lions would be the most likely, way to go out on a limb, Martin. They were 28 points away from doing it. But I do think the Lions, the way that they play.
Kicking San Fran's ass in that game.
I mean, up until they weren't.
Yeah. They were kicking San Fran's ass in that game.
But, yeah, I think that the Lions have the best shot to upstage them. It's interesting that you are so high on the Vikings because I hear, several people, this is the time of the year where it's like, who can we talk about is going to be replacing X, Y, and Z in the playoff picture? Because we know we will have several new teams in the playoff picture. Every single year. That is the way things go.
So that's a team that I like there. I want to ask you about the Eagles. I know you are not a Sirianni guy at all, and a lot of people aren't. It's not just you. A lot of people aren't, but I do radio with you more than I do radio with anybody else.
I do feel like I was early on it, though.
Yeah, no, you were. You were, and I balked that. No, you were. This was, I think our first year. Even the year they went to the Super Bowl, you didn't feel him. You just did something about him that, you didn't like the cut of his jib. There was something about him that you didn't. I've been waiting to use that.
That's one of my favorite lines ever, by the way.
I've been waiting to use that. It's the cut of his jib.
I say that to my dad all the time, I swear to God.
I got it from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When Carlton said it, Will said, I don't think you should admit you've been looking at that boy's jib. It was a cool episode, funny episode. Anyway, the Eagles. Back to the Eagles. I really do still like them, though. I really do. Last year, Hurts was beat up. They had some stuff going on with A.J. Brown. They just coming off, and we've seen this in pro sports. We've seen it with the Rangers now in baseball. Everybody can't win it and then up it, up the level. Some people fall back. We haven't had a repeat Super Bowl loser since 1994. That would be the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. So since, over the last 30 years, there's only been two teams that lost the Super Bowl and went back. I think the Eagles can get back. I love the offense still. I love adding Saquon Barkley. He showed that, he's past the knee injuries, and it's going to help out Hurts a ton. What are your thoughts on Philly, aside the coach? Put him aside, the team on the field.
I'll give you my thoughts in just a moment, but right now it's time for Monty Bolaños to give us what's happening in the world of sports.
Monty, who is your NFL team? I've never asked you that.
The Chargers, right?
Chargers.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I thought you were a Raider. So you're a Charger fan.
I'm a Chargers fan.
All right, cool.
My boyfriend is a Ravens fan.
How's that?
He went to school in Maryland. That's where he went to college, and he played baseball there. So he's been a Ravens fan since I've known him.
All right.
And so I, adopted, I guess. But once LA got teams, I was like, I'm going to pick a team that I'm going to,
Okay.
And then, San Diego Chargers, San Diego Clippers, they tend to be the same, not winning when we want them to. So at least I keep it, the same. Keep the same
You
mentality.
and Mallard are the realest Clipper fans I've ever met in my life. I'm dead serious, man. You guys, goodness gracious, you too.
Yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster, but at least it's fun. At least it's fun. It was super fun in the Copa America quarterfinal. I don't know if you guys had that on your screens over there. This was Canada taking on Venezuela. Venezuela was supposed to win. They were supposed to win. They ended in regulation tied and went straight to penalty kicks. There was no extra time. Straight to penalty kicks. Canada advances to the semifinals.
Wow.
They're going to face Lionel Messi and Argentina. So it's going to be a tough one. The semis begin on Tuesday, and you can catch all the action on FS1. There's also the European Championship, Euro 2024. We do know the semifinals there. It's going to be France taking on Spain, and that is going to start also, I think, on Tuesday, and that's on Fox. So one on FS1, the other one's on Fox.
I thought they were the same thing for the last month.
He's not lying.
I'm not joking.
He's not joking.
I thought that Copa, I don't know why. I could do. They both had different names. Like one was Euro 2024, the other one was Copa America.
We literally got into an argument on air Saturday about soccer.
Okay.
Sager had to break us up.
Good, guys.
Well, because I'm like, like you were just talking about, like VJ was making this big deal that the United States lost, and you over here talking about how Canada upset Venezuela, and VJ's over here like, oh yeah. And the reason he's doing that is because I'm like, oh yeah, VJ, I'm sure you were locked in watching Logan Thomas or whoever for Canada score buckets.
Listen, first of all, Logan Thomas is a tight end for the Commanders.
It sounds like a Canadian name.
It does. I agree with you. And it wouldn't surprise me if there is a player on the team named Logan Thomas. Let's be real. All right, guys, let's check in on the WNBA, which I said they started at 7 o'clock an hour and a half ago, and they're just about to end the third quarter. You see what I'm saying? Asia Wilson, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, but the Aces are losing to the Sparks in LA, 68-58, 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Angel Reese, last I checked, had like 21 points and 7 rebounds. The Sky are now beating the Storm 70-64. Also